Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Stasi. This is just a little update on my Children of the Thread retreat. So I'm not going to call it an official floss tube, maybe like an extra. So I want to just tell you a little bit about what I did and who I met, and it was super fun, and update you a little bit on my stitching. Just a quickie video. I'll insert the stuff that I did film while I was there, vlog style, and well, it'll be good. Hope it's good. So anyways, I had a great time. I went to the Cross Stitch Society's Children of the Thread Cross Stitch Retreat in Estes Park. It was really fun. So we went up, it was the 24th, and over the weekend of the 24th, 25th, and 26th. I can't remember what dates we went up. We came home on the 26th. We went up on the 23rd. So we, my friend Janine and I, we road tripped it up there, carpooled on Thursday, got to go hang out, meet everybody, figure out a table and all of that, and then have a couple of nights. Both of us, it was our first time away from our children, by ourselves, which was wild. And it was a good time. It was a really good time. So we drove up on Thursday. My cat wants in the room. One moment. Now let's wait and see how long before she wants out. Anyways, we drove up on Thursday and had a great time. I brought way too many projects. Since we live local, I was like, I will just bring some stuff for the brag table. Easy peasy. Local-ish. I mean, it's still an hour and a half away. And then I brought so many projects. Come here. I probably brought like 9. I didn't work on 9. And that's okay. But I brought a ton. Our room was also overlooking the pool, which I will talk about. And the wild thing is that next to the pool, they had tables with umbrellas in the covered pool room. They also had a big screen, and we're playing like Ed, Ed, and Eddie and random things on the projector, which was pretty cool. So we went up on Thursday. We got up there probably around like 1:30 or 2. Like the official kickoff was at 3. Hung out, stitched for a while, figured out dinner, went and did stuff, and it was great. The next morning, we got up early. Neither of us can sleep super late. So we got up early. I did some yoga. We went and stitched. We had some of our new friends back to our room for beverages later that night, and we stayed up too late. And then I couldn't sleep in, which is fine. So the next morning, Janine slept in, and I went down and started stitching at like 8:10 in the morning. I thought I was going to get so much stitching done. I got some. So I did work a little bit on Butterfly Bouquet. I've worked on it a little bit since I got home, but I honestly barely touched it. So I did grab it to show you. Let's see how well I can do this. Aha! So this is where we're at. And it is at, hold on, I wrote it down. So I have 4,015 stitches in it, which is 29.61% done. I finished kind of like this motif and added a little bit of pink, and that's really all I touched on that one. It was just not as, for some reason, it wasn't like as fun as it normally is, and I was like, oh no! So I put it away. And then I realized, because I had brought Night Spirit Studios, they have Bat Skeleton. I have that one, and I had meant to start that one in April, and I didn't bring fabric. I brought the floss, I brought the pattern, I brought everything except fabric. So I think I'm going to use my fabric from the retreat for that, which I'm excited about, but still haven't started it. What I did start, and most of what I stitched on while I was there, was Skeleton Ballerina by Masandra's Gifts. I will show you here what the finished pattern is going to look like. And this is what I got. So again, sorry, I'm doing this so haphazardly in my room. We're going to leave that folded in half. This is like the most janky video ever. No apologies. I'm not a very classy person. This is where we're at. So we got here. There we go. So I've actually done quite a bit since I got home. I've probably done like 600 stitches. I didn't have nearly as much purple, and the black legs up on the top like this wasn't done. So I probably had up to about here and over to here, and none of this purple. That was so janky. So sorry. So I have done quite a bit since I got home, but that's mainly what I stitched on when I was stitching. I did do, again, we're going to do an insert, this, which was so much fun. And there's a video of me ringing the finish bell. So there was the option to take a beading class by Ghost Boy Needleworks with peyote beading, and it was so much fun. Very time consuming. I probably spent like 5 hours on Saturday just finishing it, because I was not going to go home with little tiny beads and no time to do it. So I finished it and I love it. Oh, heartburn. We just had dinner. Heartburn. But it is super cool. I love it. I think I'm just going to hang it with the plants. You could put it as a scissor fob, but I leave my scissors with my projects, and the red beads do bleed, just like red thread. I don't want that. We're not doing that, which is fine. I'm going to play my videos, and I will talk to you in a minute. Hi, I'm getting ready to head to the Witchy Stitcher Retreat in Estes Park, and I wanted to show you my finish, my Smalls Exchange finish. This is the Black Crow by Tiny Modernist. I think he's super cute, and I hope whoever gets him loves him. Hi, Janine and I are almost there to Estes Park. Hello. We made it. Yay. Fuck Priceline forever. Fuck Priceline. But we made it. And our room. Oh, I can't flip it. Hold on. Our room overlooks a pool. So my room smells like chlorine and it's very toasty, but it's gonna be good. So excited. It's also starting to snow outside. So happy April. Right?
This is the needleworks rock 3 set. This is my set. I've got a set of 3
Isn't that amazing? I saw it and I was like, that's great.
Wow, take me back.
Right? Like throwback. I feel old. Good morning. It's like 8:30 on Friday, the 24th. So like first full day of the cross stitch gathering convention. My room is dark as hell. It's like a cave, and we overlook the pool, which I showed you. But started my day with a little yoga, and we're about to head down. Going to do some stitching. Good morning. It is Saturday, so this is our second full day of the retreat. I look a hot mess. Janine is still sleeping, so I had to like sneak out. I'm gonna go get some coffee and start stitching, but it is like 8:05 in the morning. We stayed up way too late, hanging out with some new friends, which is really nice, but I'm gonna go stitch. So I'll show you my setup in a minute.
It works. I have a trust when I do mine. I stop it here. I can't go up there.
Hi, I just wanted to show off all of my stuff. It's been very much like a, hey, we're going, hey, we're doing this. And this video will probably end up me talking at home about how everything went and kind of showing you progress. But let me show you the stuff I got. I also can't tell you how much I hate that at the end of that. So here's my haul. This is stuff I got because I am excited to show it off. This is a project that I did and I finished it, so I'll show you when I talk about it at home. Super stoked. This was really, really fun. This was on the up for grabs table. It's a big count of 28 count even weave, so I will use that. I'm very excited. These were, someone wasn't using them, like had brought extra fabric for the fabric exchange. So I feel like this is, I don't even know what tiny count this is, but I'm excited. This one has a pretty big chunk, and this one too, so I can use those for fabric, add it to my stash. No idea where they came from. Maybe there's a sticker somewhere. I did get a bunch of stickers. This is a little chunky guy. It looks like my hamachi. My friend, my new friend, her name is Bee, so she had a bunch of Bee stickers. And then Joshua from Cross Stitch in Cambria has Cross Stitches metal. I already have the metallic, so I got the glitter one, which is pretty cool. He was sitting at the table behind me. Stephanie was handing these out. So this, you can't tell, it's textured. So it's like a sensory sticker and it's so cool. This was from Sarah. And then Amanda from Bad Stitch, she's a designer. I told her I knew who she was and I brought one of her patterns. So she gave me a needle minder. And then this is the cutest. She has a pattern of this guy, which I will make one day, just not this day. This was from B also. I snagged this for my friend Caleb because it's perfect and he stitches. Oh, no. This is also from B because it looks like Cheese Cat to me. Very, very cute. This was the Retreat needle minder, Children of the Thread Retreat, Estes Park, 2026. This was also from B. She gave everyone a B because she's a bee. A good bee, not a bad bee. And then this is the guy, Raymond, who did the pattern that I did, the little hand beading thing. Ghost Boy Needleworks is his business. So from him, this is a really cute little like phone fidget guy. I got a gummy bear. I love it. I don't actually know where to put it because I don't have a hole on my phone, but I love it. Little sensory ball, stress ball, as a stress ball in there. Sandy made that. She was sitting with her back to me and had the most fabulous handbag. Oh my goodness. I don't know who gave me this. It's a shark bracelet. So I now have a million needle minders. Oh, there's the Star Trek. So many needle minders. I did do a smalls exchange. I'll insert a picture of what I made, or a quick video. And then here's what I got. Tammy was from Boulder, so that was really cool. Here's a little thing with just like her information. This is like a keychain thing. So fun fact, in The Shining the movie, it's 237, and in the book and the TV series, it's 217. And we are staying in room 217. So how funny is that? So there's that, and then a cute little hand sanitizer, which I probably should use a lot more than I have been. Bookmark. These are really sweet. It's just like a little dangly thing, but it's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. This is Ariel knitting T-Rex. She had the most fun outfits. Oh my gosh, I love all of her dresses. These were on the freebie table, and this one, I'm not doing the floral cows. I grabbed this purely for this pattern. Look how gorgina that is. I love it. So that'll be fun with variegated flosses. So that'll be exciting. This one, I'm not gonna do with the pineapples, but if you're happy and you know it. So one of my friends is going through IVF and they just got a positive beta. So I think I'm gonna do this for her and keep it as a surprise. This one, so fun. So most of them I don't like. This one is pretty. Love is the wellspring of life's joy. And this one, I love pansies so much. So much. So I'm going to do that one. Oh, this one, the fabric is gone, but the pattern is there and the threads are there. So I can do that. And then this, my mom loves this Corningware, stoneware, whatever it is. False-graph, that's what it is. So I'm gonna stitch this and I'm gonna give it to her because she left all of her false-graph at my house when she moved out, when we bought it from her. So there's also this one, but I'm gonna make this one and be like, here mom, for you forever. I bought this. This is Moonlit Dye Works, and it's an 18 count Ada called Dark Forest, and the lighting is wonky, I'm so sorry, but this is gorgeous. This is a little bit lighter than it's showing on the camera, but like very pretty. I'm excited for this one. I have to find a good pattern. I think maybe one of the, oh my god, I did Serena Sprout. I'm gonna have to think of it. I think they're LDS, and I'm going to have to think of what it's a husband and wife designer. I'm gonna have to think of it. One of their patterns would be great on that. And then this one's just a good basic. So this is red thicket. These two are red thicket. So this one's As You Wish, 36 count Lugana. Oh wow, that is showing up way darker there. It's like really like a pale, like kind of sagey green. It's really pretty. And this one, Chimney, Chimney, and that's why it is named that. It's just Chimney. But it's just a pretty like mottled gray, and it is lighter than it's showing up. My room is dark as hell. I want all of you to know it is so dark. So those are the fabrics I got, the fabrics that I was given and the fabrics I got. This was a table gift from Angela, very sweet. And there were a pair of scissors in here, which I am using, and a needle minder, needle threader. So this is going to be very helpful. Nastasia gave me this, oh my gosh, because she said she has found me on YouTube. So yay, all the, like the 10 people who follow me. Thank you, Nastasia, I appreciate it. Also, we have like the same name because I'm Anastasia and she's Nastasia. So this smells really good and I'm super excited to do this. Wanderlust is her game on Discord. So if you cross stitch, you should check it out. It's a stitching game in a little clippy-do. Very excited. Oh, it's a kitty. Is it a kitty? It's a kitty. Love kitties. It smells really good. Very excited for that. It was completely unexpected. So thank you so much. Let me flip around. Thank you so much, Nastasia. Also, your hair is amazing. Okay. This is my buddy, my table buddy, Melissa. So I have a coworker named Melissa. So this has just tickled me the entire weekend. And she has the coolest job. She's like a library archivist. How freaking cool is that? This is from Nikki at Accounted Cross Stitch. You can see, don't worry, relax. I have a spreadsheet for that. She has been so sweet. She called me over and we got to sit with her. So it's been a really good time. This is Jen's table gift. She stopped at Buc-ee's. So we all got Buc-ee bags and chapstick and a pen. And this, honestly, like, luckily I haven't needed it, but this would have been a lifesaver if I didn't have the stuff I thought I had. And she gave me some fancy floss. I think I have like 3 whole types of fancy floss, so I'm excited. And the colorway is Ookie, which is funny. Like, yeah, it's so Ookie. Last thing to go over, this is the bag. This is like your retreat bag. I am obsessed with these socks. Look how fucking cute they are. Excuse my language. So cute. And they should fit. They're very soft. Can't wait to wear them. There's a little spoolie for getting stuff off of your project. Children of the Thread Retreat. Very excited for a new bag. Noctiflora, her name is Gretchen. She's one of the designers that's here. I didn't talk to her. I didn't want to make her uncomfortable, but she makes the most beautiful, like, horror gooey plants and terrariums and stuff. So I'm excited to do some of her patterns one day. Amanda at Bad Stitch, she made this Dark Tower pattern. So everyone got a copy of that, which is exciting. I got linen fabric, which is perfect. I forgot fabric for one of the things I wanted to start, so I can use that. And then I'm not showing you, but underfoot at the Overlook, it's some of the, it's a pattern. It's some of the carpet from the Overlook Hotel. There's also these little critters, little buddies. There's a capybara and a budgie and a little ghosty. So very excited for those. I also haven't actually opened this, so we're gonna open it together. I'm gonna do it one-handed. So Descent Stitch, another designer, awesome. So sticker from them. I don't know what's in here. It's a surprise to all of us. Doing this one-handed is terrible, but I don't want to be a weirdo while Janine's in the room with me, so one more time. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. I got a little, oh, it's a little floral ghosty, so another needle minder, and it's so cute. It's got tulips. Oh, cute. So I have been so fortunate. This has been such a good experience, and I got so much stuff. Holy mackerel. So I'm going to go back and stitch some more, and we're going to close down the room tonight, I think. But thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hello, hi again. So those are my videos. That's all I really filmed. My first inclination was not to grab my phone because we were having so much fun. So my table mates were lovely. When Janine and I got there, it was so full. It was packed, and there was only a handful of tables that had 2 spots. So Nikki called me over. Hi, Stassi. And I said, okay, So I think there was only 6 people at our table, so we still had 2 empty spots, which was really nice, but I think most tables were completely full or maybe had a spot at most, which is wild. There was 140 people at this retreat. So we had a really good time. We hung out with our table mates. One of our table girls was a late girl, so she would stay up stitching until like 1 or 2 and then not roll out until like 11, which is fine. That's great for her. The rest of us were pretty early birdie, and would get up and be down stitching pretty soon, pretty quick like. But we had such a fun time. We went out to a distillery for dinner one night. We went to a Mexican restaurant for lunch one day. The Mexican restaurant was surprisingly good, although it was funny because it's not like Tex-Mex, it's like Colorado Mexican, which is not everyone's Mexican, which is also funny because what we think of Mexican food is more northern, and the further south you go in Mexico, it's wildly different. But I digress. So it was really fun. We had a good time. We tried at the distillery. We tried a bunch of like whiskey creams and moonshine, and that was really fun. We played left, right, and center, which I'd never played, which was really cool. We did the smalls exchange, which I was like, I'll insert a picture, but there's a video, so like I don't need to insert anything. So man, yeah, it was just a really good time. Coming home was kind of not like a letdown, but a come down. So we stayed all of the days, and Friday night, they were trying to have everything packed up by like 9ish. So we got our stuff packed up and like, and then went and hung out in the hot tub. The hot tub in this hotel is bananas. There was a bunch of us, I don't know, like 5 or 6 of us in the tub. And then there was 2 girls who weren't in because one had a fresh tattoo and one didn't have a suit. And I was flipped around talking to the girls who did not have suits and just talking to them. And these jets would like push me around. I'm a big person. These jets like pushed me all over. And they didn't because I was hanging onto the side of the pool. And I had a bruise the next morning from these jets. Not like someone punched me bruise, but definitely like petechia, which I actually still have on my thigh. Wild. But yeah, we had the best time. I definitely would do another cross stitch retreat. One of the girls who was at the table next to me had like this really great like rolling like suitcase thing. She gave me a book of designs I'll show you later. She was like super duper pooper nice. Everyone was so nice. I got so much candy. Everybody was so helpful in offering, oh hey, I need this, oh I have one of those. Everyone was really, really friendly. It was a great experience, and I definitely would love to do it again. I don't know. I know I applied for the Colorado needleworker one, and I didn't get it. I guess it fills up really, really fast, and I tried as soon as I saw it, but I didn't get it, and that's okay. So maybe Janine and I will do the next Witchy Stitcher Retreat. TBD. But it was a really, really good time. I don't really know what I did get this because it was a great idea. Again, Sarah, who was sitting kind of behind me, had one of these, and she had her name cross-stitched and a little like name tag on hers. Mine is not as large because I don't need it to be, but should I go to another retreat, I will definitely bring that with me because it is very handy. I learned a lot. It was super fun. I also realized I didn't tell you stats. So my janky mouth holding ballerina thing. So I started at 0. That was a start. I wanted to start that one for my birthday. Hold on, there's a child coming. Yay. I wanted to start that one for my birthday because I feel like that's me. I'm just a pretty, pretty princess. There's a little skeletal inside. So that one went from 0% to 14.75%. So I've done 1,399 stitches out of 9,487. So that is pretty cool. It's been really fun to stitch on, although I've learned it is not great for nighttime stitching because it is on 32 count Lugana, 28 count Gothic Lugana by Picture This Plus. So it's 28 count. It'll be pretty large when it's done since that's the equivalent of 14 count Ada, but I'm loving it. It is just small, and because it's dark, it's this like purple, hard to work on in my room when it's dark. So I've been switching kind of between that and this one because this is Ada 18 count and it's lighter fabric, which is nice. So I've been getting stuff done, but I am torn between, should I work on my big ones that I'm really enjoying, or should I work on a smaller project and get some progress into it? So that's what I did today. I only stitched for like maybe 45 minutes today. I had stuff I was doing stuff. I have a life, and I had to clean, and I had to weed, and I had to do stuff. But this one is, oh god, that is so yellow. We're gonna just insert a picture. It is Treasured Friends. It's a kit by Dimensions. Man, that is so yellow. I would like to show you how much progress I did. So when I started it, it looked like this. And I got, here we go, if I put it on my chest, maybe. There we go. That's so weird. So you can see I got this and those little brown spots and this done. So not a ton, but enough for like 45 minutes of stitching to just like whip through and get some progress, which is exciting. I feel like this has been a ramble, lo siento, but it was so much fun. 100%, 12 of 10. Do you recommend? We'll go back to another retreat. I didn't tell you at all about our ghost tour. We did a ghost tour of the Stanley Hotel. It was really fun. If you do not know, the Children of the Thread retreat was like Stephen King themed. So there was a bunch of the Dark Tower pattern by Bad Stitch was for the retreat. There was there were two other patterns. One was the Witchy Stitcher, and I can't remember. I think it was Descent Stitch, and they were all themed. So one of them is a typewriter with the Overlook Hotel carpet pattern, and one of them is like a cat, like a screaming cat with like the 217. I can't remember if it's 217 or 237, and the pattern in its mouth, and like all sorts of stuff, kind of like an amalgamation, and it was really cool. So I have patterns for Stephen King stuff, but because it was in Estes Park, the Stanley Hotel is what was like the spawning point for The Shining for Stephen King. So Janine and I and a bunch of other people were in our tour from the group, from the retreat. We did a ghost tour of the Stanley. It was great. I'll put a couple of pictures in of us. We went to the whiskey bar. Actually, I will, being smart, I'll just throw those in with all my random stuff all from the weekend. But we went to the whiskey bar, had a drink, went into the ghost tour. There's a couple like things, but nothing like but it was still really, really cool. And if you like listen to any of the history, it was so neat. So that was a great time. Sorry, that was like an aside because I just remembered. I don't talk about it at all. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling. This is probably like a 15-minute video, just a quickie. It was so much fun. Loved it. Can't wait to do it again. People that I made friends with, I hope we stay friends. If I've been talking to you, I'd like to keep talking to you. And if you said hi and you haven't like continued, if you have my Instagram, if you have my number, any of those, reach out. I'm pretty fun. I'm okay. I'm pretty lame, but it's okay. Anyways, thanks for hanging out for my ramble, and I will talk to you later. Bye.